Okay, guys, welcome to my Project Life 2024 pages for March. Once again, walkthrough videos for January, February, and March. You can go back and take a look at my walkthrough for January and February. And then beginning with April, you will start to see process videos from me. So for these walkthrough videos, I'm just kind of going through and thinking out loud with, why did I do this page the way I did it? Why did I do that? How did I come to that point where I wanted to do certain things? And so March is several different spreads using products from the March Scrapbook by the Month kit, as well as just stuff from my stash. If you guys are taking the Allie Edwards stash class, you're probably in the same boat with me. You're kind of taking stock of what you have. And as you're doing that, you're pulling things out and going, oh my God, I want to use that because you didn't even know you had it. Or you saved it 2 years ago because it was your favorite. I know I've done this a million times. And I've said, oh, I don't want to use that yet because I love it so much. And then it got forgotten and it's never been used. So the opportunity has presented itself for us with the stash class to start taking stock in what we have. What do we have? And let's get it to use. Alrighty, so here is March, beginning with, and again, I have this page divider in here, so that is just going to hang out in there. But this is a spread in itself, all right? So I'll take that out super quick. This is a spread in itself. I have 2 photos here, 3x4, and then I have this fun-shaped page that makes me happy. This was inspired by the March Scrapbook by the Month kit, where they had I don't even know what shape to call it because it's not an oval and it's not a rounded rectangle. It kind of reminds me of the shape of a pill, like a pill that you would take for something. It's a pill shaped. I don't even know if it has a real name, but I'm going to call it pill shaped. So there was a pill shaped design in the March kit, and it inspired me to kind of cut this page as like 1/4 of that pill shape. So imagine that if you took this and flipped it over, it would continue and then flipped it down. It's kind of like a squared off oval of some sort. So I just, again, printed this out and then cut my photo with that curve on the outside. I also used some chipboard numbers that have been in my stash forever, a 1, a 2, and a 3. And then March 3 Things tells the story of each of those photos. Little snippets of life here because I'm still doing my regular, 6x8 scrapbooking where I'm telling the longer stories. So these are just little snippets of life. And then this is a card that was in my stash as well. Die cut from the March kit. Okay, so then you flip over. Obviously, there's got to be something on the back side of this, and that is some journaling. So I want to say that this was one of the 3x4 cards from the March kit. I just enlarged it and made it into the shape of that 1/4 of a pill, typed my journaling, printed it out, and die cut and the date. And then, of course, tabs on the edge. Okay. Instax from Citrus Twist. This was 4, now it's 2. Inside I have a business card and a gift card with a tab hanging off the edge. And this is it. This is it. This is the reason why I just wanted to do this 6x8, because I absolutely love flipping the pages and just not knowing what is going to be next. It's not like I'm going to flip and it's going to be 4 pockets, 4 pockets, 4 pockets, 4 pockets. It's not like nobody knows what's going to come next. And it's just, I don't know. I'm excited. I love having this level of enthusiasm again. Not that I wasn't enjoying scrapbooking. That's not it at all. It's a part of my life. It's a part of something I will always do. But this just has kind of renewed my excitement for something different. And Traveler's Notebooks did that for me last year. So we change for a myriad of reasons, and one of which it could be the fact that we just want to bring a little excitement back into our craft. All right, so anyway, flipping that over, there's my journaling. There is my Instax just the 2 pockets. Didn't put anything on the back, wasn't worried. This is the menu from the restaurant that we ate at. I just, again, took one of the takeout menus, put it in here. It's the whole menu. I have a paper clip at the top. It is the entire menu. And if I slide it over, I could actually open the menu and you can see it's the whole shebang, the whole menu. And I could slide it over and turn it back around, and it's just the entire menu. I just put it in there, and I put it in with, and Allie Edwards has these page attachers. This one is a thinner one, if you could see it over here on the black background a little better. The ones from Citrus Twist are thinner. But they perform the same function, right? They allow you to adhere them to the edge of things and put things into your pages. So either way, whether you use the ones from Allie Edwards or the ones from Citrus Twist, they are awesome. And then I put my little paper clip on here, and as always, a little tab on the edge. So, you know, in this one spread here, I have 1 tab, 2 tabs, 3 tabs, and I love it, and I love it. So once you flip that over, it's just the back side of the menu. Here, I was experimenting with this 6x8 2 by 2 inch pockets here. And I didn't want to fill it because I knew I wanted this photo to be behind it. And I knew that I wanted to be able to see pieces of this photo behind this page protector. So once I printed this photo out, I took the page protector, I laid it on top of the photo, and I said, okay, what boxes can I fill that will not take away the integrity of the photo behind it? And so again, I ended up filling 5 boxes, but you can still see us. You can see us right through those empty boxes, and you can see here that we're doing a little toast. And then that allowed me to flip over and then fill the 5 boxes on the opposite side as well. Totally did not need to use photos. Could have 100% done some journaling on little boxes. But I did have some photos that were telling my story, and my story is on here. So all of these things kind of mesh together with each other. All right, so again, full page photo right on here. I just put a die cut from the March kit, which also does show through on there. All right, so let's flip over. On the back side here, I have a flip out. This is something similar to a 6x8 page that I would just do regularly within one of my albums. Absolutely love pages that open up. Outside of the flip is a 5 by 8 photo of myself coloring Easter eggs. Again, another tab, a little die cut here with some information on there. And then when you flip this open, on the inside, we have a photo collage with all the different pictures from the day that we colored eggs, another die cut. And then this paper is from the Scrapbook by the Month add-on paper pack. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that paper pack comes out each quarter. Okay, so they come out January, February, March. So you'll get like 6 papers for those months. And then April, May, June, you'll get 6 papers for those months. So I personally enjoyed getting the 6x8 or the 7x8 1/4 pages in the Scrapbook by the Month kit, but obviously I'm in the minority, and most people were, you know, wanting more pocket journaling kind of stuff. So they did modify the style of the scrapbook kits this year, but the fact that they made these as an add-on made me happy. So I was able to pull this in as well. So like I said, this is generally just, you know, one of the pages that you might see me do just as a 6x8 spread. Again, going into my stash, I pulled out this piece of pleather and this chipboard, and both of them have probably been in my stash for years. So I was able to kind of dig them out. And then we move over here, another Citrus Twist page protector. This here is a story in its own. Okay, so we have a photo. I trimmed down a journaling card, you know, got pretty close to the edge of the words, but you can still read them, and it kind of gave me a different look. And then March had a March looks like this card. And this actually was a 4x6. And it had 6 little squares on it. I only used 2 of them. And it slid perfectly in there. So I love it. Little tab on the end there. And then flipping to the next side, this is a story in itself. A little story about George. This was the 4x6 card that I typed the journaling on and then just cut the edges off so that it would fit into that pocket. And then of course we have the last pocket page with the 3x4, and this is a story in itself. So sometimes it's a compilation, sometimes it's one story, sometimes the photos and the journaling and the cards are all related, sometimes they're not. There's no rhyme or reason. Everything is just dictated by what photos I have for that month. So this one allowed me to use 2 cards from my stash, which made me super happy. And then I had 2 photos and a die cut. So that ends my March pages. And I hope you enjoyed my walkthroughs. Once again, just to remind you, I will, beginning with April, be having process videos for my project life. So if that's something that you're interested in, you'll be able to come back here. My plan, I have a plan. My plan is to actually get caught up, which is not something I ever tried to do. I never, ever, ever tried to get caught up with anything because that's just not something I'm interested in. But because I'm going back to school at the end of August, my thought process said, okay, let's get done at least until the end of July. And then I could try to complete Project Life pages like at the end of each month. So I would do August and share the video in September. I would do September and share the video in October. So that's going to be my plan going forward. Hopefully my plan will work. But in the meantime, if you have any questions at all about my pages for March, please drop a comment below. Otherwise, I will see you in my April process video when I release that on YouTube. Thanks for coming along, guys. Have a great day.